Afternoon, folks. Guess what? Can you hear that tick, tick, tick? Got my new timer this morning in the mail. How about that? Got a big magnet on the back, little sound holes. So here we go. Tick, tick, tick. And I got my set screws, 28 different sizes, metric and SAE. So my antenna, which is out the wall there in the back in the side yard, had, I think it was a 4mm, two 4mm set screws. The bottom one stripped out. It was stripped out when I got it, and it was stripped to the point where it just fell out. That holds the shaft of the antenna in the base section. So what I replaced it with is a number 8 32. That's a number 8 wire size, I guess. 32, oh, not wire, I don't know what the, anyway, it's like screw sizes, number 8. 32 is 32 threads per inch. The 4mm one, I don't know what the thread count on that one was. They don't give it to you, but anyway. So I had a tap, so it was out anyway. There was just a hole there, and I wanted to get something in it so that it didn't get water in it and freeze up and do crazy things in the wintertime. So I took it all apart, took the antenna, took the antenna off the stand out there, brought it in, just the shaft part. Took the other screw out so I could take the rod out of the base, and then I tapped out the bottom hole at 832, which is a very small tap. But anyway, I didn't have very far to go because it's just going to go into the center and hold the rod in the base section. Anyway, it worked. The set screw's a little bit longer than I would like, but it just sticks out and it's not going to hurt anything out there on the antenna. So, hallelujah. Got that all put together, got it back out in the backyard. It's working fine. I'm really liking the radio. Maybe I'll do a video up in the living room someday soon so you can see my little setup up there. One of my sons was telling me, starting to look like Not a Rubicon. If you've ever gone to YouTube, Not a Rubicon, all in one word. A guy that does a lot of videos about radios, GMRS, ham, mostly GMRS, I guess. I don't think he's ham friendly. And apparently he doesn't have a license for anything, but he just transmits anyway. Come and get me. He's a character. He's a character. And he's got a wall of radios behind him sometimes. Well, I've got 3 of my handhelds on the windowsill right up just above my base station now, which I like to keep them handy because if I'm going to come down here or go to another room or something, I'll grab one of those and put it on scan if I've got the scanner going, so I can still hear the scan if I'm not in the living room. So, yeah. Plus my new bigger handheld it has the aviation band and all that cool stuff. So I like to monitor that from time to time. I have to take the antenna off, put this little short antenna on for aviation frequencies, and listen to airplanes as they're coming in. And what the airplanes do, see our local airport, Auburn-Lewiston Airport, I don't think has anyone there monitoring the radio. They've only got 2 runways, and runway 4 is their primary runway. It's the long one. So these planes that come in, I think something like UPS, FedEx, they fly in here sometimes, and in the evenings, and you can hear them come, 10 miles out, 5 miles out, whatever. And I think they're just alerting any other smaller planes in the area that this big cargo plane is coming in, so that other planes will stay out of the way. And then when they get if it's dark, they just key the mic, I think 5 times, and it turns the runway lights on so they can land. And I've heard that happen once. I've heard a plane coming in, I could hear it, 10 miles out, 20 miles out, whatever. And then sooner or later it goes click, 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 and it's like, he just turned the lights on at the airport so he could land. So I like to monitor it. I haven't figured out which frequencies are being used or anything like that just yet. I can watch it and take notes. And anyway, have a good day, folks.